Welcome to the True Love Secrets Revealed Telesummit. Today, we are joined by the most talented and beautiful Nikki Incandela. Nikki is a world-renowned photographer, speaker, and visual brand essence coach who captures the true essence of her high-level clients. Her work includes photographing celebrities, royalty, spiritual leaders, famous authors, and red carpet events like the Oscars and Emmys. I don't miss an Oscar. Her work has been featured in STM Radio, The New York Post, Glamour magazine, and more. What sets Nikki apart is her ability to dive deep into her clients' personal and professional lives, allowing her to capture their highest self and attract ideal clients who share their core values. She offers soul brand coaching to help unlock amazing possibilities and break through the noise in an authentic way in their brand and lives. Welcome to the Telesummit, Nikki. What a treat.
Thank you so much for having me. I really am very honored that we got connected and that I get to know you a little bit and really give value and support to the community that you're building. So thank you very much for including me.
My pleasure. What inspired me to invite you to be one of our 21 experts helping these ladies with their love and dating life is that I believe your work as a photographer is fundamental for these ladies. When they decide to start dating again and they create an online dating app, the first thing that we work on is on their pictures because men are very visual. It doesn't mean that that's the only part, but that is what is like the base. So I thought that you could add your experience, your expertise, and help these ladies to kind of guide them on how to get good pictures, good posing tips, anything that you believe could be helpful.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's funny because I focus mostly on building people's brands, but a lot of people don't know that I work with love coaches also very closely because the work has a lot of synergy because your focus is attracting the right people in, whether it's clients or the love of your life. So in both areas, the focus is the same, and there's so much overlap that I love helping people with their dating profiles and working with love coaches and also building out the branding part of my business too. So there's so much about having great photos on your online dating profile that can make a huge difference in attracting the right person. And I'll tell you, like, I've done case studies with my clients on online dating profiles, and
Wow.
I know that you could probably back this up because of the clients that you've been able to support and help, but like I did a online dating profile photo shoot for, I'll just talk about one of my clients. So he was on Bumble. He would get 3 swipes per week, which is ridiculous. He was a high level professional. He was a dentist. He owned his practice. He was a good looking guy. He lived in a very affluent area, and he was like, what the hell, Nikki? Like, what, like, online dating makes me feel like the loser, but like I really have like my shit together. Like, I'm a great guy and I'm pretty good looking. Like, I don't know what it is. And so we did this photo shoot and I coached him on what photos to post and in what order. And literally within 24 hours, he got 22 swipes. So he went from 3 swipes a week to 22 swipes within 24 hours of posting the photo, just changing his photos, not the information on his profile. And he was flabbergasted. He was like, I can't even believe the quality of the women that are swiping on me are on my same level. Like, the quality of the women is substantially better, and now I'm actually attracting more of a true match. So I just wanted to share that case study because that's the reality, and
I love it.
it's no joke. Like, having your essence captured and really displaying yourself, the authentic self that you are, in such a beautiful way, it it really, like, it helps you waste less time. Come on, like, we can, you know better than anyone, right? Because of all your clients, that you can waste so much time having conversations, going on dates, like doing the whole back and forth with people that where it ends up going nowhere because they weren't a good match to begin with. Like, like I have saved my clients, which I'm sure you have saved your clients thousands of
Yes.
hours in aggravation and helping them attract the right people, and their photos like go such a long way in doing that as well.
My God, I really love what you said. And I so agree with you on the fact that how online dating and marketing, they overlap. And actually, that is kind of like the example I give my clients. Most of them are like your clients, business owners, or they understand businesses. So I said, your online dating profile, you have to treat it as if you were, treating a brand. You have to have pictures and you have to present yourself in a way that will be appealing to the kind of guy you want to attract. So in the
Yeah.
case of your client, he didn't have good looking pictures. Maybe they were blurry, maybe they were old, and he wasn't attracting enough women.
Well, they were
And
dark, like you couldn't see. He had these beautiful, like blue eyes. You couldn't see them at all in any of the photos. Like his true personality wasn't showcased at all. He had a great personality. He was very funny, and that wasn't showcased at all. So we actually photographed some of his hobbies, which I have a list that I can share with you too once we get to it, of like different pictures that should be included in your profile. But yeah, he just like he wasn't aware of how to even showcase himself authentically, which I'm sure all of your clients that come to you, like that's what they need help with, right? It's like we don't know what we don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes what I run into it that is, for example, that these ladies, most of their pictures, they are holding a drink.
Uh,
And it's and they are not into drinking that much, but it just happens that they get a picture taken when they're out with their friends.
yes.
So, and that is so important to know that if we post pictures that 3 out of 5 we are holding a drink, is going to attract guys that are into that kind of lifestyle. And those are the things that we don't think about it. But I would love to hear about that list that you're talking about. Tell us about it.
Yeah, and you're so right. It's if everyone could just get this one thing that like I'm about to say, I mean, it will go like forever for them.
So listen up, listen up.
Our photos allow people to know things about us. So if you look at your photos from that perspective, you can look at all of the aspects, right? It's like it's crazy what someone paying attention can know about you in your photos, right? It's like, oh, like she's got tattoos, she could be a little edgy. Very true. Oh, she wears glasses, she needs readers. So she's got a little experience in life. I'm not gonna say old. And so yeah, like our photos tell so much about us, which is why also I'll just mention really quickly, it is important to feel good in front of the camera of the person that you hire. So a lot of the reasons why people use those like photos being out and they're holding a drink and they're in a social situation is because they love the people that they're around. They feel safe and they feel comfortable. And their true essence is actually coming alive in the photo. And that's why they want to use those photos. It's not because they're holding a drink,
Right.
And like honestly, like I've seen people show me photos that are like so dark you can't even see their features. And they're like, I love this photo. My husband took this of me at the reception of our friend's wedding. And I'm like, well, you love your husband. He's the one taking the photo. Therefore, you felt safe enough to really exude your true
Right.
beautiful essence. So this is the photographer. This is the type of photographer you want to make sure you're hiring. If you are hiring a professional photographer, it has everything to do with the personality and the connection of the photographer. You need to feel safe. You need to feel empowered. I hire all kinds of people to be on my set, and the one main rule that I have is my client is the rock star. And no one comes to my set with an agenda other than empowerment for my client. And that's it. Like, it's not about any of us, it's about them. And so that's the type of photographer you want to make sure you hire so you feel safe enough to really exude your true essence, because it just allows people to really like get to know you immediately.
Yes, yes. That is, I love what you said, and I never thought about it actually, but now I understand more why they want to include certain pictures. They have an emotional attachment to the situation, and sometimes even though we could love that picture. Like, to give you an example, for this telesummit, the picture that I wanted to use in the banner, it's a picture of me with a top that is a heart. And I love that picture because of the top. It's a heart. You know, I am the love coach. What can be better? But I'm showing a lot of cleavage. And I know it, but I'm like, I don't care. I love it. It's just short way. And my business coach is like, no, that picture is not appropriate. You look cute, but it's not professional. You can't use that picture for the telesummit. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I found another one that
like fine.
that is boring, but it's professional. So, but I can see that how, for the ladies that are watching this, to be aware that this is not about your connection, to your emotional connection to the picture. It's about how well it represents who you are.
Yes, girl, preach. I love it. You just said that.
Well, it came from you.
Yeah, it's true. I used to say that all the time. I love that you just said that. It's not about a good photo. It's about a photo that really represents who you are in every aspect. You know, when I do my branding photos, and everyone listening can do this for themselves. When I do my branding photos, I dive deep into the personality, lifestyle, and business of all of my clients. So it's like, if they're spiritual, I'll have them wear like a little piece of jewelry, right? Whether it's like mala beads around their, or like they're like a cross necklace showcasing their religion. Like, there are these little aspects that I have them include into the photos so that someone can know everything about someone when you look at their photos.
What a great way to say I am Christian or Catholic or I am religious.
Yeah.
Instead of writing it, I am religious, just wearing a necklace that has a cross in it.
Yes.
It's just the subtle things. Oh, I love it.
Just simple little details that showcase who you really are, right? Like, I would always include, when I was online dating, I would always include a photo of me with my dog. Like, I don't want to date anyone. This is going to be a bold statement. I'm really not interested in even knowing anyone who doesn't like dogs. I think dog people like really get to experience unconditional love like no other. And I'm not really like, you know, been attracted to and had a lot of synergy with people who don't like dogs. So that is very important to me, that they see me with my dog and how much love is shared in that photo, so that anyone who doesn't like animals, doesn't like dogs, like, keep moving, please, because I'm not interested either. So you can see how creating, obviously, your profile with your help and getting the right photos, which you can guide them, and hiring the right photographer too for them, is so essential in just not wasting time. Like, we have so much going on these days, you guys. Like, just don't waste your time. Like, just don't do it. Just trust the process. Hire Natalia, do whatever she says. Like, honestly, like, she's an objective point of view. She has got your back. She's got your heart. Like, just don't fuck around with this. Like, get serious about your worthiness and who you deserve to have as a partner. And you don't have to accept any less than what you really desire and deserve. And with the help of someone like Natalia, like, I mean, you get to see how you change your clients' lives all the time. It's so like rewarding.
It is totally rewarding. Totally. Like, when you see them going from this struggling, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I get it. And to really transform, and it gets easy, and it gets to be fun, and it gets to the journey. It's so it's just there is nothing like it. It makes me so happy. And thank you for saying all that. So
of course, it's like we all want to be loved. That is something like that every single human on this planet wants, right? We desire to be loved, and the fact that we have like love coaches and a love coaching industry to like really empower that part of us, it's just a core truth. And that
I know firsthand that I couldn't in my wildest dream to have given my husband a chance if it weren't for the coaches I hired, for the love coaches, the dating coaches, the relationship coaches, and all the reading I did. I couldn't. He was nothing like I had imagined my whole life. But he's perfect for me. He's just a guy. 14 years later, we're still having fun, and he's still the one. Like the song said. So, but yes, it's so. I wanted to add something to what you said, because I love how empowering you are and saying go after it, don't settle. And I will add to that, sometimes in my experience, some women settle because they think, oh, it's easier, it's the low hanging fruit. I'm gonna get this and it's gonna be easier. It's not exactly what I want, but I'll settle. And it's just as hard. If it's gonna be hard, if we're gonna talk about hard, which I mean, I don't encourage people thinking it is a hard thing, but relationships are work. They take work, and it's well worth work to put in. It's like, if you want to have a killer body, it takes some thinking and work and preparation and intentionality. And it's not, unless we are genetically gifted, it's not going to happen. So it's the same thing with relationships. And it's not going to take any less work to make it work with a guy that is not the right man. It's not.
Yeah, the difference is it's going to be work no matter what, because relationships are here to challenge us to like really stepping into our highest version. And we were just talking before we started recording, and I'll share this, that there are certain lessons and challenges that we can only uncover and heal, these traumas that we're dealing with and like holding on to without even realizing it for most of the time. We can't address them until we are in a relationship. So the right relationship will know how to hold space for each other within that traumatic triggered time period, and open up communication and a heart space that helps you heal that. So it's not about it just being easy and fun all the time. It's about two people coming in, not 50-50, 100 and 100, coming together, fully capable of and ready to choose each other every day. And the difference is it's going to be challenging no matter what, just to circle back to how I started. But the difference is the challenging part of being with the right person is it's actually going to move the needle, and you're actually going to move forward and probably not deal with those things again. Whereas the challenges that come up with the wrong person, you're probably going to be creating a pattern, and it's going to get really hard. It's going to get really traumatic. You're going to be creating new unsupported beliefs about yourself and for yourself. And then you're going to end up starting all over again. So those are the differences, truly, like between like the challenges that you're going to be faced, right? Like you get to see this all the time with your clients. Like,
right. Oh my God, you said it so beautiful. Yes, agreed to that.
Thank you. It's way beyond photos.
What was that?
I said it's way beyond photos.
It's way beyond photos, but it's wisdom. It's timeless wisdom that every single woman, we can all benefit from hearing it and starting to, take little pieces and taking baby steps towards, moving the needle in that direction. It doesn't have to happen all at once. It's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna fix my love life in a week, in 21 days. But it's about picking what works. And
like I love working with men too. I know that you work with just women, but I love working with men too. The poor men, like they're so confused these days. They're so lost, and I feel like the help that I give the men in this world is ultimately helping my sisters too, because I can help cultivate these amazing men into being their authentic, confident, true self, so that all the amazing women that I meet every day have more access, have more choices. And so I love working with men on all of this too, because I feel like they also need a safe space to be like, what the fuck? Like, what? Help, someone help. Like, I don't know,
Right. Yeah, men are wonderful beings. I love men. I love men. Always done it, and they step up to the plate if they are provided with the right environment. Sometimes we can bring the best out of them, or we can bring the worst out of them.
It's something very true.
That's a good cue to, like that was one of my cues when I decided on my early 30s to start to do the work in this area of relationships, and decided to become a mature, responsible woman in relationships. It was, I have had all these experiences, all these relationships. At that point, I had been in like 4 very, very serious relationships, and I was bringing up the worst out of men.
Yeah.
And that was me. And so that's when I started to do the work and see the ways I was communicating, the expectations that I had, this unrealistic idea that they were going to change for me because
Right.
they love me, or all the things. When I saw them, and then I decided to learn the skills and the abilities that were going to allow me to be in a healthy relationship, then the healthy relationship came along, and it was easy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that there are not challenges.
Right.
Sometimes, my husband drives me crazy, and sometimes I drive him crazy.
Yeah.
But that is okay. We have a team, and
Yep.
we are both for the team, and that is
Yeah.
very, very clear. So, but the rest, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. The relationship I have with my husband is the most, and with my mom, I will say, but those two are the
Yeah.
most authentic and easy, and it's where I feel the most free and the
Yeah.
most self-expressed in at all levels, because I am complete. I feel accepted and loved unconditionally.
Yeah.
I want every single woman to have that,
Yeah.
because I didn't have it, and I know the deep void that we feel when we don't have it. That it doesn't matter what we try to do to substitute and distract ourselves, it's always there. So
Yeah, it is just like nagging you in the back of your mind.
yes, as you said so wisely, I believe also that we are made to attach. We are made to, mostly women. We are made to be with somebody. It's in our biology and in our evolutionary DNA.
Yeah.
Uh, but tell me a little bit more about pictures. If you had to give the ladies a couple of, you mentioned something that I loved, and I would like you to if you can expand more. You mentioned something like you advise your clients to have a particular set of pictures and in a particular order. Is that right? Did I hear you
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So the first photo you want to start with is a true essence photo. So you want a photo that really captures your overall essence and personality. And for women, you want to be looking directly into the camera for that photo. You want to be smiling. You want to showcase your like highest self, your and not as like you're not allowed to be down, you're not allowed to experience other emotions, but men are attracted to women who are already happy because it makes them feel like they don't have to work so hard to make you happy, and they feel this is going to be an easy fun relationship, and not easy in a bad way, but that will attract them in. It's said that women are attracted to profile pictures where a man is like kind of looking away, but like women need to be looking at the camera, like into the eyes of the person they're attracting, and that's most attractive to men. So if that helps you. And also wearing the color red supposedly also gets a lot of attention. So and then all of your other details are really going to showcase and attract in and make the right men swipe on you. So you want to like really get your highest self like in order and really showcase that in your first photo, because the
Okay.
first impression is everything. Other than that, like if they get a weird feeling about you but yet they're like supposed to be attracted to you. And I also have a belief that like what's meant to be yours will be yours, and there won't be anything to. So I have a very deep belief factor in faith. So
Yeah.
so coming off of that, I do think like nothing can really not attract the right person to you. There will be something that tells them to swipe on you, but you might as well like make it easy for them, right? So looking directly into the camera, having like your full bright essence captured, your happy photo, that's going to be your first photo. The second photo, you really want to be a full length photo. And this isn't like a sexy photo. This like, I mean, you can if you want, but you're going to be attracting a lot of men into your space who just want to have sex. So if
Yeah.
that's not your goal, it's okay if it is, but if that's not your goal, you don't really want like a sexy full length photo. You could still do a photo at the gym fully clothed in like a fitted outfit, right?
Right.
Because they need to see your shape, they need to see what it is that you look like.
Right.
A, because they're so visual, which you already said, and B, um they don't want any surprises. And it doesn't matter what you look like or what shape you're in.
Right.
That's not as important to them as you showing up in person looking like a different person. So you don't want to use old photos where you're a little heavier or a little light, like, really showcase something that is current, because that will immediately break trust when you show up looking like a different person. So the second photo should be a full length photo. This can also be a photo when you're out with your girlfriends. Maybe it's just you and a friend, or you and two other friends, and they already know what you look like because the first photo has your face in it, no sunglasses.
Okay, good.
And if you're wearing glasses, make sure that they can still see your eyes, and your head is angled in a way that the glare, like this, like if I
Yes.
had a photo like this, that wouldn't allow people to really like see my eyes. So if you wear glasses, that's totally fine. Just make sure that they can see your eyes and all your features in that first photo. Second photo, full length photo. Third photo should be a hobby or an interest that really is like a core thing for you that you're sharing with someone. Like my third photo would probably be me and my dog. So your third photo can be you doing a favorite activity of yours or something,
Oh,
and really share that with whoever is viewing your profile. And then the fourth photo should be something around your work and career. So you can include any type of aspect, right? Like the case study I was talking about, he was a dentist and he gets really silly with his employees and his staff. So I told him his career photo should be him in his scrubs, like doing something silly with his staff so that it showed his sense of humor and also his career, that he was a dentist. And so it could be something simple, right? That really showcases what you do for a living so that they get to know that through the photo. You can Google your industry and career in Pinterest, even. I know I said Google, but you could do both. You could Google or Pinterest what you do and look up photos and images and get some ideas of what that could be for you. The case study that I talked about, his hobby and his interest is surfing. So we did, so I met him at the beach and we did some surf photos. So that was also his full length body photo, right? Not done in a cheesy way. He was like walking on the beach with his surfboard, really cool photo. But you got to see his body and you got to be introduced to one of his core interests that he loves to spend time on. So that way he doesn't attract a woman who's like, really, you're going to go surfing all weekend? Yeah, did you not see my profile pictures? Like this is what I love. I feel like I'm taking up a lot of vocal space. So if there's anything you wanted to add in that, Natalia.
No, I love it. So useful. I mean, I feel like I should cut it and put it at the beginning because this is amazing. So useful. So useful. Thank you so much. That's
You're
beautiful.
so
So that's 4 pictures.
Yeah, you can showcase your like, adventurous side, your book, your nerdy side, like whatever it is that's like most important to you, just list those things out and then figure out like what do I want my future soulmate to really like almost be in agreement with, right? Like I love golfing, so maybe one of mine would be golfing after that, so you can really kind of pick and choose what you want to share about yourself, and maybe activities that you love to do with your partner. Maybe include one of those as your interest. So yeah, sorry I interrupted you. You were naming them.
This is amazing. So valuable. Thank you. I can just feel your love and your passion, and I feel like, oh my God, I want you to take all the pictures of me. I would love to work with you.
I would love that too.
So much fun, and you know so much, and you have so much love for what you do.
Yeah.
And I really, really love how you combine the technicality of taking a good picture, which is the whole world in itself. It takes so many years to learn how to do that. And also you have combined it with the marketing and the branding, and you added the soul to it.
Yes.
So you kind of have the mind and the heart and the soul all together. I really like that.
And the soul piece is everything. I just photographed a VIP client, and she was like, Nikki, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but the pictures that you've taken for me, I get the best conversion rates from out of any Facebook ad or anything that I do. And she gets photographed every year. I've done three shoots for her over the years, but she hires other photographers too, and she's like, we only use your photos that you took of me for ads, because the essence and the soul of me that you capture
Right.
converts best out of
Right.
all of my photos. And I was like, oh my God, thank you for telling me that. I can
Absolutely.
utilize that for people who are, on the fence about the investment, because that, like, in my opinion, that little folder on your desktop of photos,
Yeah.
that's money. It's money in your pocket right there. And knowing how to use it, which is why I do a lot of coaching with my clients, knowing how to use that is everything. I mean, think about like your soulmate. Like, how committed are you?
Right.
How committed are you to finding your soulmate, that you're
Right.
going to pass on the idea of hiring a love coach to really help you change patterns and see objectively why it is that you're not attracting the person?
Right. So right. What comes to mind to me is like we can all relate at this, amateur level where we ask a friend to take a picture and she gets it. And we ask another friend to take a picture of us and she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
We could be in the same outfit, same location, same energy, and it's a completely different picture. So having somebody like you, a professional, somebody that has devoted her life to make an art out of her profession, it's just priceless and it's so important. I thank you for doing what you're doing. And thank
You're
you
so
for being interested in the love and dating and this area of life, for integrating it.
yeah.
So I know you have a little gift or a big gift for our viewers, and I would like you to talk a little bit about it if you don't mind.
Of course. So my free gift, for all of you, and Natalia and I had planned this out for you, is a video. So it's a 3-minute video on how to really capture an amazing and incredible selfie. So a lot of my clients, who hire me still, it's so funny. They get their hair and makeup done and they're like, oh my God, like I look amazing. Are you kidding me? And they like get their phone and they like hold it up and they're like facing the darkest part of the room. And I literally just grab their shoulders and I turn them toward the window and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, that's all you have to do. So taking an amazing selfie is going to be super important, for your online dating profile, and we decided that we wanted to help you with that with a 3-minute video. So that's my gift to you guys. Enjoy, use it, go Pinterest and Google images and copy those for your photos, make sure the lighting's right, and go meet the love of your life.
Yes, what a great way to end it. Go meet the love of your life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure. What a treat. And thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for including me. I'm truly honored to be able to, really be supportive and be of service to you and your whole community that you're building. It's going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.